Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds.
Recently, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to raise prices due to inflation. They said yes. And then when I asked if raising prices technically violates those onerous two-year contracts, they said, "What the f*** are you talking about, you insane Hollywood ass?" So to recap, we're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
On today's Smart 7, junior doctors back on the picket lines, Joe Biden stumbles in first US presidential debate, and lots more. It's Friday, June 28th. It's Dream Big Day, and happy birthday, Elon Musk.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
25,000 members of the British Medical Association took to the picket lines on Thursday as they started a 5-day strike. It's the 11th time the junior doctors have gone on strike, but some within the BMA have called the strike both pointless and naive when the government itself only has 6 more days in power. Dr. Robert Lawrenson says it's a point of principle.
We're not asking for him to give us a deal right now. We're asking for him to make a commitment for the next government. And just like he's been able to make commitments on things like national service and scrapping Mickey Mouse degrees.
The 10 strikes so far are estimated to have led to over 1.4 million cancelled appointments, and NHS managers are warning that with a heatwave ongoing, emergency departments will be under extreme pressure. There was a surprise addition to the picket line as Green Party co-leader Carla Denyer made an appearance.
Spending money on a workforce plan but not paying that workforce properly means it's not a surprise. They're leaving for the private sector, they're leaving for countries with better working conditions. And so the Greens are clear we need to invest in our current workforce, otherwise you're just pouring water into the top of a bucket while it leaks out the bottom.
The election betting scandal just keeps on expanding, with the Met Police announcing that 7 officers are now under investigation over betting around the date of the general election. Rishi Sunak continues to be dogged by questions about who knew what, and he was in Derbyshire on Thursday trying to make pottery while the press hounded him about when Craig Williams, his parliamentary aide, was told about the election date. He continues to refuse to discuss the matter because of internal inquiries, and things got quite heated with Sam Coates from Sky.
You know the answer to the question whether or not you told Craig Williams
internal inquiries
yes or
of
no.
our own, and as a result of those, have suspended candidates. I've been clear that anyone who has broken the rules should face the full consequences of the law. I will ensure they're booted out of the party.
In what is probably not a surprising development, an undercover Channel 4 reporter caught several senior Reform figures making racist and homophobic remarks while campaigning in Clacton. Meanwhile, Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer sat down with both Sky News and ITV to discuss how long he might hope to be Prime Minister for.
A decade indicates how long I think it's going to take for the fundamental change, which will see a country transformed, and that years later people will be able to look back and say that was a real game-changing government.
Thursday night in the US saw Donald Trump and Joe Biden go head-to-head in the first debate of the presidential campaign. The debate was hosted by CNN, and there were some unusual tweaks to the traditional debating format. There were mute buttons intended to stop the two candidates speaking over each other, and there was no audience. The debate did not go well for Joe, who sounded hoarse and hesitant, while CNN failed to fact-check any of Trump's false statements.
He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation. It was perfect. It was so good. All he had to do is leave it alone.
There was no inflation when I became president. You know why? The economy was flat on its back. 15% unemployment. He decimated the economy.
They clashed over January 6th, over abortion rights, and even over golf handicaps. And Trump continued to make up stories and deny saying things that have been verified by witnesses. Democrats were concerned that Biden did not do well with Vice President Kamala Harris taking to the airwaves to defend her boss after the debate.
What we saw tonight is the president making a very clear contrast with Donald Trump on all of the issues that matter to the American people. Yes, there was a slow start, but it was a strong finish.
Ukrainian President Zelensky has been busy over the last few months, hitting the road to drum up support and supplies for his armed forces. He's signed a number of one-on-one security agreements and hosted a 2-day peace summit in Switzerland. Thursday marked a big day for Ukraine as he was in Brussels to meet with the 27 EU leaders and sign a new security agreement with the EU. It covers 9 specific areas around security and defence policy, and he posed for photos afterwards with EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen and European Council President Charles Michel. Zelensky is still hoping to develop a plan for peace.
We have to find and to prepare this plan and to put this plan on the table. We don't have too much time, because we have wounded and dead people on the battlefield and through civilians. That's why we don't want to have this war during years.
Still to come on today's Smart 7, Ferrari hope to zoom back at the Austrian Grand Prix, and Simon Cowell has a dressing room secret right after this.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile.
With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Welcome back.
The Euros swing back into action this weekend, with the last 16 stage getting underway, and England play Slovakia on Sunday. Before that, there's the Austrian Grand Prix to look forward to as the battle between Lando Norris and Red Bull's Max Verstappen looks set to continue. Mercedes have also improved their car with 3rd and 4th place at the Spanish Grand Prix. Poor old Charles Leclerc was feeling a bit left out at Thursday's press conference. He's still the second-place driver and Ferrari the second-place constructor, and he feels this weekend could be good for him and the team.
The potential is in the car. We just need to optimize our package and then we'll be back to where we want. We didn't do that in Montreal, and then in Barcelona we were just not fast enough.
Simon Cowell has spent most of his life in the VIP area, but it may be we hadn't realised just how luxurious his lifestyle really is. The man behind One Direction is still making people famous on America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent, but he's decided that this summer he's going to find a new boy band. He's planning auditions across the UK and Ireland, and he popped up on Capital Breakfast with Jordan North to chat about his plans. The crew wanted to know more details, though, about a long-standing rumour about Simon's X Factor dressing room.
I built a bathroom in my dressing room when we did X Factor.
I thought that was
So I used to, I'd jump in the bath, have a bath, and then I'd hear this 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, jump in the bath, quickly dry my hair, and I'd be on the floor.
There's a new movie on the way from legendary director Robert Zemeckis, and it has an intriguing visual twist. Zemeckis has countless hits under his belt, including the Back to the Future movies, Polar Express, and of course Forrest Gump. He's reuniting Tom Hanks and Robin Wright from that movie for this one, which is called Here. The concept is that the whole movie is filmed from a single fixed point, and we see a family grow up and grow old as we watch on. It's due to hit cinemas on November 15th.
Hey, Dad. I'd like you to meet Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Margaret.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Young.
Time sure does fly, doesn't it?
Sure does.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
Hey, it's Danny Pellegrino from Everything Iconic. Ready to upgrade your style game without blowing your budget? Check out Quince. They've got all the good stuff, shirts and polos, activewear, and fine leather goods, all at 50 to 80% less than other high-end brands. And the best part? They're all about safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing. Get that luxury vibe without the luxury price tag. Hit up quince.com/upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's quince.com/upgrade.